エコエコエコエコ聞こえるかな？聞こえますか？はい、1, 2, 3, 4, happy birthday. Alright, okay. So far, internet's going well, really strong. So this is a good comeback for YouTube, hopefully. I came from a grocery run, so I was a bit late. So I apologize for that. And then the dogs. The dogs kidnapped me. And they told me that I had to give them affection, food, and affection before I could stream. So here I am. Hi! So, good evening! Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Konbanwa wow! My name is Anzu, and I am an apricot that delivers packages from me to you. And today marks my return here in, where am I? In your job! Alright, okay. So, we're going to continue off our Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Oh yeah, Chronicles. Okay, ito, just a short recap. We were still with the case with the whole big balloon thingy that fell down in the sky. So, hopefully, maybe we'll start the trial again. Hi, or start it finally. I can't remember. Amnesia. Alright, let's get going. Hi. Come. Oh, do let me know as well if the audio is okay. Ito. My mic stand broke. Or boom arm, whatever you call that. So sometimes, maybe I might put the mic away or too close. Let me know. Hi, let me know. Oh, shit. Okay. So, I think we just finished talking with Gina, the detective girl. The show? Alright. Audio is good. Thank you very much. I hope everyone's having a good day as well. Hi. So, I hope you're all golly jolly wolly. Hi. Okay. So, here, I think we're supposed to go to Madame Two Spells. Right, let's go for it. Nishimiya! How are you? Oh, you became a VTuber clipper. So great to show. How are you? Hi, tadaima desu. Tadaima nacho. Hi, I have returned from the dead. My workload went down a little bit, so I'm more able to do other things besides working for the next few months. Who knows? Hi. No time, no see. What is that word, meme lord? It is unreadable. It is in a language I do not understand. I think it's censored. I will assume it says apricot. Hi. You've changed your name. New name, no life. Yes, new name, new life. So. October 23rd, Madame Two Spells, Museum of Waxworks. Here we are again, at the House of Horrors. I'm afraid I haven't got used to the place yet. I'd still like to turn on my heels and straight home. Via the confectionery, of course. Susato-san really is after something sweet today, isn't she? What's the matter? Look, Mr. Naruhodo. Look at that waxwork. I'm quite sure it wasn't there before. It looks exactly like Mr. Sholmes, down to the very last detail. Wait, have we done this before? I'm having deja vu. You became a clipper because several videos got 32, 24, 16k views. Ah, so desho. So. Clips do get a lot of views, don't they? You meant nectar. What? I'm not a nectarine. Omae wa mo. Aha! What is it? What is it? Oh, sorry, I think you'll find that's the temporary waxwork himself. Ah, the friend of my dedicated employee. Alright, okay, this marks it that this is not a repeat scene, so this is new. Hi. Skimma! How are you? I'm back, like Tormanator. Yeah. I hope you've been well, ne? I've seen the notif sometimes that you've been streaming. I check it out at times. When internet permits from my phone. Hello, Utred, my doggo. Did you miss everybody also? My dog's like staring at the screen. What's that? Oh, yes. Hello again. It's Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I must say, I am quite spellbound with the great detective. He is a marvel. Oh, you're in Ireland. Cool. I've never been to Europe. Maybe in the future. My parents want to go on a family trip. Who knows? Haha. You'll just see me falling from Eiffel Tower, or I'm at the edge of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yes, yes. Yes, I've heard of Vengeance. It's in my cart in Steam. I am planning to buy it maybe next month after my next payday. So, because right now I'm in debt a little bit. So, hopefully my salary will say yes. I want to play. Do you guys want me to stream that? I mean, we did kind of have the not good playthrough last time because of, you know. So, we could. Oh, Shiva isn't the super boss anymore. Yes! Okay. My precious waxwork is already back where it belongs. You don't mean... But yes, the mystery is solved already. Wow, Mr. Sholmes can really engage his brain when he's hungry enough. So, as you can see, he has returned to his habitual duties. Stream it? Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, that's cool, Nishimiya-san. You can now live stream and create posts too. Nice! What would you post first? I don't remember the first thing I posted on YouTube. Probably something not that great. Yes. His habitual duties? Alas, do not disturb him. Oh, right, because last time Susato-san wasn't back here in England yet, so she didn't know that Mr. Sholmes here becomes a statue for money. Lol. Alright. Shiva is the same as we remember as a regular enemy. Lies! Usoda! Usoda! Futsujanai, he was not normal. I remember my sufferings. You cannot whitewash it from a brain. Brainwash, I forgot what you call it. Laundry wash my brain. You can recommend Hamburg for a German vacation. Has nice harbor and the world famous mini tour? Wonderland? Okay. Naruhodo. I want to eat German bread. German bread is tasty. Yes. Poor Susato-san. She looks very perplexed. Of course, she's confused. Human statue. Ho. Examination. Okay, let's see. Let's talk to him. Let's bother him. We really do need to speak with Mr. Sholmes, and I am longing to say hello again. But where is he? There he goes, doing his thingy. I think you might find that he's quite nearby, actually. Oh! What do you... Indeed, my dear fellows, it is I!
The world-famous great detective in waxwork, Sherlock Holmes.
Dotto, 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 dotto.
Oh no! Susato-san! Susato-san! She fainted, my dudes. She panted. Oh no.
Chocolate? Chocolate?
I'm sold. I'm bookmarking. Mini tour. Wonderland. Chocolate, oh, here I come. My most humble apologies. I thought I died and gone to eternal paradise for a moment, via London. My dear madam, allow me to make amends by offering you a tasty-free deduction at some point. As long as it's not questionable street food quality. I don't understand. Why are you working as a waxwork here, Mr. Holmes? Shiva and SMT5 Vengeance is a random encounter with 4 assault rifles. Who what? Who what? Who what?
I feared for my life.
Merely a secret identity, you understand? Though the case is largely solved now.
Largely solved?
We're talking about the waxwork abduction, I presume. Oh wait, that's Ryunosuke. We're talking about the waxwork deduction, I presume. Abduction, sorry. Indeed we are, my good fellow. As I predicted, it was as easy as proverbial pie. Though I confess, I'm yet to partake of a pie. Proverbial or otherwise. Or any food so far today for that matter.
Oh no, Sholm is hungry. Oh no.
Did you guys hear his stomach go rumble rumble?
Sounds like a villager from Minecraft.
Or the zombie. That stomach rumble echoed around the whole museum. So how did you manage to solve it so quickly? Ah well, do you remember I said it was largely solved? Anyway, I simply negotiated with the culprit. Are you familiar with the so-called telephone?
Oh yes, it's a most modern invention, allowing you to hold a conversation with people far away. In Japan, only the imperial capital and a handful of other cities are connected as yet.
This morning, a telephone call was received here from the perpetrator of the abduction. As such, I was able to negotiate terms, and in the end, waxwork was returned. That's amazing! Just between you and I, it would appear the culprit had always intended to return the stolen waxwork in an event.
Oh, but I thought whoever was responsible and had demanded ransom, no?
Yes, I think perhaps the ransom demand was necessary to avoid unwanted suspicion regarding the true motive.
But does that not mean your negotiating was entirely unnecessary?
A fact that I must ask you to keep from Madame Tussauds at all costs, or else he's not getting paid. A hungry young Iris awaits my return to Baker Street after all. Poor Iris. Now then, do I sense that you have some business with this great waxwork?
Wow, he's really banking on being a waxwork. Enoch Dureba, the mad scientist looking guy.
We're in the process of trying to track somebody down. Oh? Yes, a man by the name of Enoch Vtuber.
Enoch.
Enoch? I have no idea. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Enoch.
Enoch. What? Who?
Enoch knock knock.
Please laugh.
Please. He's the swindler who duped Professor Hairbrain and the engineer who built the kinesis machine. Kinesis. Potato. A swindler and an engineer, quite a modern man. He also seems to be a conjurer of sorts, too, with considerable knowledge of stage magic. We really need to locate him before the trial resumes tomorrow morning. But we have so few clues to go on, that's the trouble. Do you have any good ideas? I have no data yet. It is a capital mistake to have good ideas before one has data. If I knew something of the man's appearance at least, I may be in a better position to help. Yes, Vtuber's appearance. Fortunately for you, however, presently I have little to occupy myself and little to fill my stomach. As soon as you find any clue, no matter how small, I should gladly give you my thoughts on it.
Kazuma!
Oh, here's the thing too. It seems like Kazuma really is still alive as we thought. You know, the hooded dude? Looks like that's Kazuma, my bros. And my girls. Can I just call you guys like bread and grills? I think bread is close to brother. Grill is close enough to girl.
Or my apricots. Yes. Yeah, hello. Yes, I'm happy to see you again. Oh, cutie apricot. What I see? Oh, arigato, mama, chuchu, mama. Hi, I am back.
This is also the first time I've streamed without a shirt on. This is difficult. I literally came from outside. So, I just got pants. This is difficult. Where's my sweater? At least sweater would be good, right?
Shweta, doko? Koko desu. How are you by the way? Have you been well?
Has everyone been well? I hope you are well. Please be well. Well. Look we have here. It's a well apricot. I'm sorry, I have sugar rush. I ate ice cream. Yeah. Mr. Sholmes, did you lie to us? My dear Mr. Naruhodo, stay that piercing stare. What is this about?
Oh no, you're almost dead though. So sleepy-ippy. Wow. Maybe you should go and sleep and napu and dream of good things, whatever they may be.
Last winter, when we were first on our way to Britain aboard the steamship, your words were very clear. So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. You told us that it was a murder, and you examined Kazuma-sama's body. Indeed, and wherein lies the problem? We met him earlier today. The victim, Kazuma Asugi. Doto. You're quite sure? He was wearing some sort of mask and was apparently suffering from amnesia.
Yeah, the OST is good, doesn't it?
It always fits the mood. But yes, I'm quite sure it was Kazuma-sama. You must have known at the time, Mr. Sholmes, that he wasn't actually dead.
Arigato ne. Habagudo napu, mama chuchu.
That's how we say something like kisses.
Sweet dreams. Oyasumi. Me.
Don't you dare dream of peaches, you hear me? Don't you dare cheat on us emotionally through your dreams!
Oyasumi na sa nya.
Well, I can only assume I was swept up in the murderous atmosphere of the moment. But the fellow wasn't dead at all? Ah! I don't suppose that performance would pass murder, would it? Would pass muster, would it, Mr. Naruhodo? I could believe that the crewmen present at the time made a mistake. But not you, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, is Mr. Sholmes into this whole shenanigan?
I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that. Please, Mr. Sholmes. Tomorrow in court, you will find yourself on the threshold of a very great mystery. For now, I'm afraid that this is all I can say.
Wow, his lips are sealed. Oh no. Nande? Doshite? Why?
This is our Enoch Dureba, Mr. Nokunoku. Presento. Mr. Sholmes, would you cast your eyes over this photographic print? It's of Mr. Enoch Dreber, the face of the engineer we seek. Well, all Englishmen look broadly the same, of course. So looking at the photograph won't, be particularly instructive. Are you all right, Mr. Sholmes? He? Oh yes, forgive me. Very interesting this. Very interesting indeed. What's wrong, Mr. Sholmes? You've turned quite pale all of a sudden.
Nani sore? What's wrong with you?
I have a suggestion, Mr. Naruhodo. Will you indulge me? Oh, well, what is it? As I explained to you when you arrived, the missing waxwork has been returned. And I personally reinstalled it in the exhibition from which it was taken, behind those thick curtains.
Do you guys have thick curtains? I have a curtain, but it's not thick.
Oh yes, the professor exhibit, isn't it? Would you like to see it for a mere 5 shillings? That's a special one-time only price, you understand?
What?
The opportunity won't come again, I might add. Wouldn't you like to see the fruit of my labor?
Oh, well, we do have a rather pressing investigation to carry out. Perhaps we could postpone?
Blackout solution.
Wow, my parents have a blackout curtain. When they close it, it's like
boom, darkness.
And then when you want light, you just have to say,
"Let there be light," and then whoosh, and then you melt like a vampire once the sunlight comes in. The price is a very reasonable 5 shillings. I think you'll find it well worth it. Huh? Are you being quite serious, Mr. Sholmes? Surely you need only look at my expression to ascertain if this is seriousness or silliness. I can never tell with you, that's the point.
Very well. It couldn't hurt. Here's your 5 shillings.
Gratefully received.
Wait, he's just ripping us off. We could just go and check it for free. We're investigating. What the hell? Mr. Sholmes trying to get money from us? Nande?
Ohayou gozaimasu, cutie kuma.
Hello! Zero Sunako Nichan Oji-san. How are you? Wow, ber hagu. Hagu hagu gyu gyu.
Oh, my eyes are like losing contact. Ura, camera don't give up.
You're not cute. Yeah, chat, can you please type Sonaku is cute? Yes, Sonaku is cute. It's true, it's Pax. It's Pax with a capital P. Hello, Leto. You are Leto. Just joking. How are you, Late? Hi, welcome.
Hi, that's right, Skilmo. You're on my side. Tsunaku kawaii.
You're so pretty, cutie berry. Eh, you sliced your fingers. Why? Were you so desperate for sausages? How could you?
The stitches are out 2 days ago.
Oh, that's good. But why were you so hungry for sausage? There are so many different kinds of sausages you could have gotten for. Oh, you're cooking. Well, what you cooking? Oh, shiritayo. I want to know. What was this thou serve?
Mm-hmm. It was a broken mug.
Wow. So you broke a mug? How dare you? Sausage. Oishi. Oki sausage.
I just bought sausages also from the supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
It was already broken. Ha! That's such a common excuse. Hold it! Lies! Lies, I tell you! You broke it for the sake of sausages, and that's why you murdered Mr. Mug!
Dun dun.
Oh no, where am I? So the special exhibit awaits behind the curtain. I invite you to pursue it at your leisure.
Kapow. You did not? Oh, yes, you did. You were so desperate for sausages. You killed the mug. Dun dun. Well, the money's been spent, so let's go and see the special exhibit. Special.
Through those heavy curtains at last. Alas. Oh, I thought it was going to transition there.
Do I examine it?
5 shillings we had to pay. It doesn't seem right somehow that Mr. Shom slipped the money into his own pockets, does it?
No.
We could ask Gina to retrieve it for us using her special skills. Pickpocketing police officers and diddling detectives? Is this what makes Britain great? Not to mention demigod prosecutors taking the law into their own hands or chip-loving inspectors.
A wild world.
Shom's hand in this deduction field. You're being slandered?
No, you're not. No, kawaii kuma. Kawaii bear. You broke a mug for a sausage. It's okay. Hunger makes us do all sorts of things. We understand them. Hi. We understand ning. Wakarimashita yo. Iyo. Wakaru. Sono koto.
Inspector Gregson comes off rather well in that list, I think. October, Madame Two Spells Special Exhibit.
Hello, John. It's not Sunday.
Hi. Well, because I didn't get to stream, because as I mentioned in my post, I had a close friend who's lost her loved one. It was her father. So I volunteered my house for her because she's not from the Philippines. She lives abroad, but her father lives here. So it was out of the blue also. So I wasn't able to update you guys. So I do apologize for that. It's also not great. I got busy from work after. So
I'll be streaming twice for this one, eh? So one today and then Sunday as well. Hi.
You're investigating that case while you're gone.
Oh, what the case?
Yeah. She's okay. She's okay. She got closure, and thankfully her workplace was able to let her, have the opportunity to come back to the Philippines to attend the funeral and the cremation. So she was able to get closure, and at least she was able to send off her father. She has no regrets for doing so, and she's okay. She has cried as much as she needed already. Hi. So yes, condolence to her.
Nani sore?
Wait, who passed away? It was the father of my friend. And then it was because of that friend that I couldn't stream last Sunday. Was it last Sunday? Yeah, I think last Sunday. Because I offered her to stay in my place. And I wanted to be there for her, in case she needed to cry or needed assistance, help. Yeah.
Where is your head? Wow, head is missing. Head is gone. Head is no more. Nande?
Oh dear. I felt a shiver run down my spine as soon as we walked in here. Mr. Sato! I say we turn on our heels and go straight home via a really big confectionery. Wait, we certainly can't do that. We've paid 5 shillings already. True. You lost a head defense of the... Actually, now I'm looking a little more closely. We've paid good money to see an exhibit that's clearly incomplete.
Naruhodo.
The nerve of the great diddling detective is far more terrifying than anything else in this place. This must be what Mr. Sholmes... Oh, sorry, that's Susato. This must be what Mr. Sholmes meant when he said the case was largely solved.
In other words, not completely solved.
Be that it may as it... Wait, I have a history of having a problem saying this expression. Be that is as may... Be that may as is. Be that as it may. Ha! There we go. So, be that is that may... Be... It is... Be as it may! There you go. Be that as it may. Mr. Sholmes heavily implied there'd be a clue about the engineer in here, didn't he? But where? Since we've paid 5 shillings, let's do 5 shillings worth of investigation, shall we? Yes, we will get what we paid for. Is that fear or frustration that's making Susato-san's voice tremble?
They're both scared, Kato.
That butt is 05. You got shot by an unknown peach? Oh, those bastards. Oh, look at that owl with his glowy eyes. Blinku, blinku.
Wow. Bing bang bang bing bang bang bing bang bang bang.
This must be the killer. The fiend known as the Professor. Yes, I think so. According to what Madame Tuspel said, he killed 5 victims, all of noble or royal blood. The waxwork is so lifelike, isn't it? Like all the models in this place. I know. It looks like it could start moving at any moment, doesn't it? If only it had a head, that is. Perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
Oh, zoom.
139. 139.
Ichisankyu. I wonder if it's gonna mean anything though. Hedo. Oh, is that so, Nishimiya-san? You have rebelled.
Oh my god. Okay, guys. You know what he looks like without the head? Do you guys know Yu Yu Hakusho? Ghost Fighter in English? That anime? Oh my god. It looks like the body torso of... What's his name? The guy who suddenly becomes all bulky and muscly. Toguro, was it? Or the brother, right? One of them. They could pass off as both because I believe he also wore something like this. But his brother usually wears this, right? Oh my god. Why is that the first thing in my head? You love Yu Yu Hakusho? What I also do. It's one of my very first anime as a child. And I always mention that the Filipino dub, when they were having the rights for the episodes, they didn't have the whole thing in bulk. So they actually don't know what happens next. At like the very beginning, Kurama's voice actor was a female because they thought he was a girl. And then when they got the later episodes and they found out he's a dude, out of nowhere with no warning, they just switched the voice actor to a guy. Oh, I plan to rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho because, oh my god, I want to relive the memories. It's still really good. For me, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think Yu Yu Hakusho popularized like the tournament type of plotline, like the tournament stuff. Oh, I loved it so much, man. And yes, I simped for Kurama and Yoko, his fox form, okay? No one can change my mind. He's the best. Oh, that beautiful man fox. Oh, anyway. So, this is the condemned man.
Yes, the so-called professor. Then perhaps his head was chopped off by a guillotine? But unable to find peace, he emerged from his grave as a headless ghost?
Ghost? Do we have to entertain such terrifying ideas, Miss Sato?
Anyway, I'm sure the model had a head once. There's a metal fitting for it, see? Then perhaps Mr. Sholmes absent-mindedly forgot to reattach it?
That's an extremely absent-minded detective you're describing, isn't it?
Or perhaps the thief absent-mindedly forgot to include the head when he or she returned it to the museum? And that would be an extremely absent-minded thief.
Could there have been some reason why only the head wasn't returned? Well, whatever the reason, it means we don't know what the face of the infamous professor looked like, do we?
Do we?
Oh.
Nani?
There's something caught just inside the convict's jacket here. It looks like a piece of broken glass, and quite a big piece too.
It's very thick, isn't it? About 5 times thicker than normal window glazing, I'd say.
Where could such a thick piece of glass have come from, I wonder?
I suppose it must have been made thick to increase its strength.
But why?
Well, perhaps because the glass had to span a particularly wide area? Such as in a big building, for example.
Ah. Well, we've seen a large glass building recently, haven't we? And some of the glass was broken too.
You don't mean...
Exactly. The Crystal Tower at the Great Exhibition.
But why would glass from the Crystal Tower be lodged inside the waxwork's jacket?
It makes you think, doesn't it?
Well, I'm guessing right now, maybe, just maybe,
Wait, do you think this was the body that was used to stage the whole experiment? Because we know that the telekinesis thingamabob is a sham. So maybe that's why the waxwork went missing? Earlier in court, we established that the kinesis experiment was a trick. And now we discovered this fragment of glass here in this waxwork. Is it just a coincidence?
Dun dun.
Yeah, it could be, right? I mean, why else would there be glass? The only place we can establish that has a thick thingamabob is Crystal Tower. This part of the exhibit is just as disturbing as the rest. It looks so real. It seems to be a young man in a white overcoat.
And he has a large shovel in his hand too. Look.
Perhaps we should investigate in a little more detail.
Whoa, he has a camera.
Oh, chotto ate. I can see the face a little bit. Isn't that Professor Enoch? Enoch? Look, look, look. Because he has an eye patch and the thingy. The hair is just different, but isn't that him? He has long hair too. If this is based on the past, then his hair wouldn't be as long yet, so perhaps? Looks like him, right? What's this here?
Well, that would appear to be a lens in the middle, so I believe it's probably a camera.
A camera? But it's so small. British technology is incredible, isn't it? I mean, what about Mr. Shom's skin prints?
I think perhaps you should treat Mr. Shom's inventions as exceptions to the rule. But anyway, why would the man be in a graveyard at night with a camera?
I wonder. Perhaps he was trying to capture the moment a dead body came back as a ghost on film?
We'll just borrow this for a little while, I think. By looking at the photographic plate inside the camera, we can see what picture was taken.
What's a photographic plate?
It's a piece of glass coated in a special emulsion that reacts to the light coming in through the lens. If we open the cover at the back of the camera, we should find it. Let's have a look.
You should see yourself, Susato-san. Your eyes are shining. You really do like machinery, don't you?
Oh, maybe she'll be the next Winry. Well, he has a cane. Does that count?
Oh no, this is the shovel, right?
What a large shovel. He's holding it rather ominously, isn't he? What on earth was the man doing with a shovel in a graveyard in the middle of the night?
Miss Susato.
Yes?
That's a spade, isn't it?
No, it's a shovel.
No. Shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade.
We've been through this, Mr. Naruhodo. It's a shovel.
No. Although we haven't considered trowels.
We've allowed ourselves to be distracted, I feel. Perhaps we should concentrate on what the man was doing with the implement.
So we're going to bury the hatchet. Well, that's a lot of puns there, yo. You're right. Though, what was the man doing in the graveyard in the first place? That's the real question. Wait, I actually don't know the difference. What's a shovel, spade, and trowel, and hatchet?
My memory fails to serve me at the moment. My memory is nothing.
I can't see his face very well, can you? Can you? Perhaps if I just...
Oh, do you think you should be manhandling the exhibits, Mr. Naruhodo?
I'll put it back exactly as it was, don't worry. Hey? Hey? See, looks like him, right? Ah! Well, what on earth? How can... I don't believe it. A black monocle. Mr. Naruhodo, is it possible that this man is... Yes. It's Enoch Drebber. Enoch. Knock. The color of his hair is different, but it's unmistakably him. Whoa. Wait, so he was present during the murder? Coming back or something? Oh, indeed it is. Who's saying this?
Ah, Shom.
Mr. Sholmes! This man is the subject of your present haunt, I believe. Yes, that's right. Just who is this man? Why is he here in this exhibit? And why does the convict behind him have no head?
Oh, he has no head, so he doesn't have cucumber.
Wait, or do people use eggplants now? I don't know anymore. Or is it sausage?
Maybe that's what Snaku wanted, sausage. Naruhodo.
The head was missing when the model was returned by the thief who stole it. What a surprise. So then the case isn't so the case isn't solved yet, is it? Did I not say so myself? Largely solved were my words, I believe. But I must locate the missing head. Oh no, how do you read that? I don't have French fries knowledge. Frenchy.
프랑스어 難しい. tot de suite? Suite?
To de suite? They have like letters that exist but don't get pronounced. TDS. There you go. Let's acronym it. TDS. As Madame would say, or I'll be in grave trouble. A very hungry Iris still awaits my return to Baker Street, preferably with rations. Do you know, though, something about this room is strange. Strange? What do you mean? Well, the displays in the House of Horrors are supposed to depict real events. Are they not? Indeed they are, Mr. Sato. Do go on. And as terrifying as they are, the scenes in the other exhibits are believable. But this one... This surely couldn't ever really have happened, could it? I think it's time I educated you a little about the nature of the incidents involving the professor 10 years ago. Oh, gasp.
You tell horror stories.
I believe I told you a little about the professor yesterday, did I not? He took the lives of 5 victims, everyone being either a member of the aristocracy or royalty. All were attacked by an enormous hunting hound and had their throats ripped from their bodies. Oh gosh, an enormous hound? How awful! After taking the life of his 50th victim, the killer was apprehended. It was a case of unprecedented magnitude in Britain, you understand. Accordingly, the professor was tried in a closed court. No members of the public were permitted. A closed court? So, So you mean the professor's identity... As you've surmised, my dear fellow, his identity was never made public. Naturally, he was found guilty and was summarily sentenced to death by hanging.
Oh, no guillotine.
He was buried in a grave at Lowgate Cemetery, which adjoins the rear of the prison where he had been held. However, that was not the end of the affair. How? The very night that he was buried, the convicted man came back to life. Came back to life?
What? Frankenstein?
He clawed his way out of the ground and emerged into the moonlit graveyard. The exhibit here depicts that very scene as described by the sole witness to those chilling events. There was a witness? But of course, my dear fellows, it was none other than the young man in the white overcoat. Enoch Drebber. He saw it happen?
Tampapam.
Maybe that's why his hair turned white. It's trauma.
Stuck in trauma, it got me singing. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So, this is a waxwork model of Enoch Drebber. 10 years ago, the convicted professor, having been...
What is that word? Gibbeted? Gibbeted?
And buried, emerged from his grave in the dead of night. The sole witness to that unimaginable scene was this young man. From appearances, I would say he was about 20 years old. It's so horrifying. Scared out of his wits, the young Drebber went to a nearby police station to report the incident. And the sheer terror of what he'd seen is said to have turned his hair white overnight. Ha! I got it! It's white hair because of trauma. They had the name for that. What was it? Antoinette syndrome or something? I know there's a term for it, where your hair turns white due to trauma. Do you guys know what it's called? Yes, as shown in the photograph we have of him, his hair is completely white. For the following few days, the story of what he'd seen was on every front page in the capital. The public was frantic for every last detail about the killer who'd come back to life. As you've seen, an exhibit was even created here at Madame Tussauds. I can quite understand why the man's hair turned white. Certainly. But what I don't understand is what Mr. Drebber was doing in the first place. In a lonely graveyard in the middle of the night. Yes. What was he up to?
Oh, he doesn't know.
He does not know. The professor's acts of terror threw London's upper classes into complete panic 10 years ago. It was a great scandal, one might say, at the very highest levels of society. And since the killer's identity was never made public, rumors abounded. After all, no killer had ever before systematically employed a dog as a weapon of murder. Yes, I can imagine the impact the case must have had. But in time, of course, the rumors abated. So too did talk of the shocking witness account of the convict who came back to life. It was forgotten, dismissed as a dubious ghost story, as a preposterous parlor tale.
But why did people stop believing it?
Why? Why? Simply because there was no resurrection to speak of, as was established In fact, what do you mean by no resurrection? The police investigated the grave in Lowgate Cemetery, published their findings. The convict's body was found to be buried exactly where it had been following the execution. No. But that would mean Mr. Drebber must have lied to the police and the newspapers. That would appear to be the only logical explanation, yes. The young man subsequently vanished from society, and nothing has been heard of him since.
Hello, TPG. Hi, we have returned the gangsta style. We have returned apricot style. Yes, yes. How are you, by the way? I hope you've been well. I hope you haven't been dreaming of peaches. Don't you dare betray us emotionally. It's rather striking, then, that he should resurface now, don't you think? Of course, the convicted murderer couldn't really have come back to life. That's not possible.
But Drebber's hair is unusually white, and if that really did happen overnight as a result of shock, it's hard to believe the incident was an out-and-out lie.
Liar, liar, pants on fire, hair is turning white and dire.
What the bloody door, though? Why have you gone and done? I can never do that accent. I'm so sorry. I fail you English people. Gina, what are you doing here? Keyboard doesn't work. I asked Iris and she said this is where you'd be.
So,
Gina, not so loud in the museum. Madame Two-Spills will have you take a position as a waxwork if you're not careful. I think there might be a more pressing concern. I still had some flash powder left from 6 months ago, so... Alright, Gina, we understand, but please, put down the gun!
yes, my breath card is suspended, Miss Anzu. Tusk. I am now deported as an ejected apricot of British people. Yes. I'm sorry, I cannot British. I cannot baguette also. So I now pipino.
Sorry, I got scared. You should try being the one on the other end of the barrel. So, what brings you here, Gina? What bring me here? What do you think? We found it. We found the Tojikov's workshop.
Where?
You found Drebber's workshop?
It's Toby. Pato. So cutie. Toby. Here, good boy. Toby.
When I said good boy and I didn't say Utrad, he's currently lying down but his eyes popped open. He's like, who are you calling a good boy? Nani. Oh, I'll definitely check out your clips later, Nishimiya-san.
I'll subscribe. I want to support, ne?
Yep, Toby's nose took me straight there. Good job, Toby. The boys and the others are heading over there in the drug now, so come on. Here's the address. I got the boss to write it out. Oh, thank you, Gina. We'll make our way there at once. Alright then, see you there. She's so cute. I love Gina. Gina's best girl. Second best girl is Naruhodo.
Eh? Why are you so sad?
You go. Don't mind me. I'll just stay here, being still.
What?
I know my place. In the exhibit over there.
He has to stay because it because of Madame Two spells. Oh my god. Oh dear, someone is feeling sorry for himself.
Let's go, Mr. Sholmes. You're coming. Your words heartened me, I must say. But if I were to shirk my duties here, Madame would have me pay monetary recompense and Iris's dinner. Forget that, I'll pay for everything.
Wow, that's kind of you, Naruhodo.
Then there's not a moment to lose, my dear fellow. I shall hail a carriage at once.
Oh, he really wanted to go. No offer to share the cost from Mr. Sholmes, then. I shall gladly pay half, Mr. Naruhodo.
Thank you, Mr. Sato. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ikimashou. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is that a ray gun?
23rd October, Enoch Drummer's workshop. Whoa, it looks like... Wait. It looks like the one that Mr. Hairbrain was trying to do. That looks like...
Oh, it's another super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine.
Indeed, it would appear so. They're only a prototype, naturally. Hey! Oh, so you go here then?
Ah, Toby.
Gina, well done for finding this place.
And in such little time, you've really worked miracles.
It's Toby, who's the miracle worker.
Look at him. Look, he's sniffing us. Oh, screenshot, where are you?
Okay, screenshotted. Look at his waggly tubbly tail. Oh my god, so cutie pie. Oh, I so cute.
Can we take him? I'll take Gina too, if I must. Oh. Woof. Oops, sorry about that. Oh.
Oh, I thought you lot would show up before long.
Why does he look like that? He looked like he ate a lemon. Nani sore? Hello, Inspector. That's one knitted bro. He looks like he's eating a lemon, see? I told you, a lemon, not a bag of fish and chips. So, Inspector, is there any sign of the engineer?
Sadly not. We didn't find a soul in here.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, thank you for letting us know about this place and giving... Oh, sorry, this is Rinosuke. First reaction I saw him. Well, thank you for letting us know about this place and giving us a chance to investigate. According to what Gina tells me, we only found it thanks to a clue that you lot turned up. I wouldn't want to say go to Paris with a debt of gratitude unpaid now, would I?
Thank you.
Anyway, if you're hoping to snoop around in here, I'd get cracking. Old Man Zeke's and the forensic investigation team are on their way, here as we speak. Them again. I imagine you've got the picture by now. They don't take too kindly to lawyer types.
Oh my god, I'm turning him to Texan or something. He doesn't sound British, I'm so sorry. I have no accents left.
Right. So then, my dear fellow, let's turn this place upside down whilst we have the chance. And you, Sholmes. Pardon? I take even less kindly to great detectives than they do to lawyers. Oh, very droll, Gregson, very droll.
What is droll? I only know trolls.
But you may consider me nothing more than an inconspicuous waxwork model. We need to mix up the accents. Next one should be Texas. You know, there was one time I watched some kind of clip or video, I can't remember, just some months ago. Basically about some people who live in Texas. And you know, they had the accent. And when you watch something for a while, you start picking it up and you're like, I can't speak normal anymore. Why do I sound like I'm about to shoot somebody going through my lawn? Oh, I sounded like a Texas apricot. Yeah, bye. Yeah, ba-da-ba-doo. Right then, let's see what we can find here.
What can we find? I am pine. I'll pine. I'm
Arrows. This is... It's a European-style quiver of arrows with steel bolts inside. Oh, do you suppose... Crossbow bolts, these. And just the right size for the bow you lot turned up at the exhibition grounds. In other words... Yep, that's more evidence to support your theory. It all goes down to show the driver was the one putting the strings behind the scenes of the whole scheme. So driver, my man, you've been shooting shit. Okay. I cursed in YouTube. Oh, YOLO. I'm sorry, Mr. Naruhodo. That machine is covered by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. There would be serious repercussions if you were to examine it from the Crown and the government. Yet there's our Sholmes right there. Well, those two don't seem to be holding back. Oh, and Gina! It's quite hollow inside. No working parts or devices of deception to be seen, my dear fellow. No loose change dropped on the floor, nothing, not even a bone for Toby here, my dear fella. British people are very much ruled by their own ideals, aren't they? I think that's just these two, Mr. Sato. What else is suspicious here? Do you think he's just hiding inside the closet? Ah, this appears to be most interesting. Yes, most interesting indeed, wouldn't you say? It's an impressive looking back massager, that's for sure. I have no doubt that if you hit your shoulders a few times with that, your aches and pains would go away. Oh wait, he doesn't know what the trophy is? It's a Royal Society trophy for excellence in science. A young scientist could wish for no higher honor.
Ah.
Would you like a massage? No, I'm fine. Thank you. I had no idea it was such a grand thing. I think it's becoming increasingly clear that there's much more to this, Mr. Enoch Drebber, than conjuring tricks. I couldn't agree more, my dear madam. And how about you, Mr. Naruhodo? Wouldn't you like to take it with you? For your tired shoulders, of course. He's not going to let that go easy. It's curious though, isn't it? You would expect such an important trophy to be proudly on display somewhere, not haphazardly cast aside. English gentlemen can be quite a mystery at times. Yeah, those British people are a mystery, my dear. You don't know if they want fish and chips or chips and fish.
What's this one? Aeroplan.
What on earth is this? An airplane, Mr. Naruhodo. One day, scientists believe it will allow humans to fly freely in the skies. Is that how the trick will be described? Is it?
Chips and fish. Fish. cheap fish.
Sorry? Well, it's actually suspended by a thin but very strong cable, isn't it?
Oh, well,
This model is, yes, but a real airplane would actually fly high in the sky. While suspended from somewhere even higher in the sky, of course. Because large metal objects obviously can't really stay in mid-air unsupported. So, to you, the solution is ever taller towers? Oh my god, Naruhodo, of course, they're not gonna have it.
Yabadabadoo. What else do we have here?
I want chip-covered fish. Is that so?
I want chocolate chip mint. Hi.
This door doesn't want to open.
Do you guys hear that?
Uhtred was snoring.
Yeah, looks like it's got a pretty hefty lock on it.
There's a special locksmith. There's a special locksmith on his way over from the yard. So hands off till he gets there. Gets here.
With permission.
Oh, I'm losing my voice.
Single potato chip. Why just one when you can have many?
Many more. More chips than you can imagine in this life. Oh. With all the different flavors invented in the world. Each bite is a different taste, a new discovery, a new adventure, a new soul to consume. I mean potato to consume. With permission, Inspector, I could have that lock open in less than a minute.
Very big chipu, yeah, so big, so tasty, so crunch. Yes.
We'll call it Big Chip. B-E-E-G. Chip. Well, you don't have permission, and no one's giving it to you. Gregson looked as though he really enjoyed that. Well, there's no sound of anyone or anybody on the other side. No, Drebber must have fled at the first sign of danger.
Oh! You guys heard that?
Yeah, exactly, just like that big sheep. You guys heard that? Yabe. Oh. Is something wrong, Mrs. Sato? Well, I thought I heard a noise from the far side of that door. Well, Gina, did you hear it too? Yeah, I heard it and all. What you reckon, Toby?
Oh, that's so cute. I need to screenshot. Chotte.
Ah, so cute. Look at that. And yeah, Uhtred does that to me also. But the number one kisser here at home is Citric, the other corgi we have. You guys don't really see or hear him because he's on the first floor. The two don't get along currently. So if you have your face near Citric's face, he's gonna lick you. And kiss you. And he will aim for your face. He will aim for your mouth or nose. Yeah. He has victimized many in surprise attacks.
Wow.
Right, mind the grace.
Oh.
Whoever's in there, open up. This is Scotland Yard. Your dog loves nose kisses? Ah, that's cute. Uhtred likes getting kissed on his head and forehead. Clump, 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 clump. Hey? Did you know what is it about licking someone's face?
Eh? What does that mean? Eh? It has a meaning? I thought they were just kisses. Nani nani?
That son of a gun, he just escaped. Never mind, actually, it's just kisses. Are you sure? That's a lot of dot dot dots you got there. Oh my! Someone is in there! Ah, this rotted bleedy look! My dear grandson, as I said only minutes ago, if only it were countenance, I could unlock that door in less than a minute. Oh. Fine, I'll take the rap for it. Just get us through that blasted door.
Eh?
There, you may enter at will. You've confused minutes with seconds, I think. Wait, how did he do that? Time is of the essence, I feel. What are we waiting for? Nothing for it. I suppose this is an emergency. There's a strong possibility that beyond that door is the engineer you all seek. Be prepared for action, my dear fellow. Yes.
Ka-chow! Hey? Hey? Hey?
What happened in here? Why is everything upside down? Wait. Why are there footprints on the ceiling? Yeah, this cabinet's upside down. Hey? This one too and that. Huh? Wait, does the room rotate? But there are some stuff that are not upside down, I think. This is weird. It's instinctual behavior, a heavy instinct to kiss those they are affected with. Nods. Affected or affectionate or infected or infatuated, something like that.
Wow. So I am loved by my dogos. Misu.
Well, they're both very attached, honestly. Why is everything upside down? Rats! There ain't no one here after all. But there must be. It was only moments ago that we heard those noises. Maybe that was the sound of Drebber running away. Okay, hear me out. Ah, ちょっと待って. I need a tissue. Just a moment. Alright, there we go. Gomen. I just needed a tissue. Maybe that was the sound of Drebber running away. But there's only one door in this room. And there's a dynamite in the middle. I just noticed. And no windows that could afford an escape route. The skylights are too high. But there are feet. See, there's footprints there. Nani kore? What's that up there? Are they footprints on the ceiling? Tell me what we have here then. Oh, look, there's like a balloon thingy model. Looks like someone was trying to build something in a hurry. Oh, that looks like a set of blueprints. To what? To that Professor Hairbrain's Barbie machine, is it? Blimey! If we'd had these, there'd have been no need to much about trying to investigate all that scrap metal. There is something of great interest here too. This rope was lying on the floor at the foot of that pillar. A rope? What's significant? What's significant about that? Never mind. You say, but you do not observe, Mr. Naruhodo. Huh?
I see but not observe.
We must investigate the entire room thoroughly, and before the forensic investigation team arrived too.
Tan tan tan.
Okay, because we heard the sound of a door earlier and it sounded heavy, I'm guessing he's hiding here in the safe, honestly. That's the only thing I can think of. Mr. Sholmes? Have you found something? Yeah, they have a really nice clock in the middle. It's all red and shiny and the clock face is pretty big. Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, yes, point of fact, something rather fascinating. What do you make of this? Let's see. I've never seen anything like it before. It looks like a bundle of thick... Ah! Mr. Sato, what's the matter? That's surely that's a time bomb, isn't it? What did you say? A time bomb? Sorry, but what is a time bomb exactly? Eh? Oh, you are truly of one of a kind, Mr. Naruhodo. I won't take that as a compliment.
Yeah, what's a time bomb, guys? What's a time bomb?
Ha! You don't know nothing, do you, Odo? You haven't got a clue what it is either, have you, China? I invite you to consult a dictionary later, Mr. Naruhodo. But this particular specimen is no time bomb, though I confess it has a very similar appearance. Oh, well, thank goodness. But then what is it? One of a kind.
This show?
I see. So that's it.
Ding!
Oh, I just remembered. Did you guys know that Miles Edgeworth has his own game? He has like 2 games that's just him as the main character. So I was able to play the first one long ago because it was in the DS if I remember right. I think. I can't remember clearly, but I think. And then the second game was forever in Japanese, so there were like fan translations, but there was never an official release. But
I am so happy because they finally localized the 2 investigations games. It's available in Switch and also I think in Steam. Yeah, in Steam. I'm getting it on Steam. I do plan to stream that one because it's really good. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. So since it's been so many years since I last played it, I don't really memorize or remember a lot of the answers there. So, and some of the stories are a bit of a blur to me already since I haven't really replayed it also. So I will buy it and we'll stream that too. The stories are really good. Yeah. The cases are good. And Edgeworth is just funny as hell. Yeah. It's really fun. I would say it's more fun than Great Ace Attorney. Like so far with all of the games,
Great Ace Attorney's weakness is the pacing. It's quite slower. There's more, what do you call this? Fluff dialogue compared to the other games, I think, that are practically useless. But it's still a good game. But compared to other Ace Attorney games, I would say, yeah, the pacing holds it back. But the cases are good too. Goodness, Mr. Sholmes, have you seen to the heart of the matter? There are times when I consider my lot most unfair, for I'm fated never to know how it feels to flounder as you do when a puzzle presents itself. But I have learned to accept the hardships that come with being a great detective, Mrs. Sato. Here we go, I feel a great deduction coming. Once again, I can draw two conclusions from the scene we see before us. The first is that the inverted nature of the furniture in this room is the work of Drebber himself.
Oh, but how could you?
And the second conclusion is that the small device on the floor here is without question completely genuine.
Please, Mr. Sholmes, you must explain everything.
It would be a pleasure. After all, it is a great detective's civic duty to teach Scotland Yard the finer points of the trade.
Oh my god. His face. Lemon, squeezy peasy.
Well, Inspector Gregson seems delighted with the idea anyway.
Oh, you deflected the inspector's glare with such fortitude there, Mr. Sholmes. Well done.
Fangirl. You're too kind, my dear madam. I hereby dedicate this great deduction to you. Kindly stand just there, Mr. Sato.
Oh, yes, I'd be delighted.
So, shall we dance? Begin? Here we go, guys. Great deduction. We're gonna go tango with him again. Once again, Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular.
Ta-ta.
The Great Deduction. The game is afoot. Topic 1. Flipped furniture. Conclusion. Oh. It's plain to see that this room is in complete disarray. The bed, the table and chairs, the lamp, everything is upside down. Almost as if every item in the room had until recently been happily positioned on the ceiling before falling straight down onto the floor. Every item in the room was on the ceiling?
Every item in the room was on the ceiling? Or are you suggesting that?
Indeed, the key here is gravity.
What's happening? What's this? Is this Queen's Gambit? Nani kore?
It would appear that the technology has at last succeeded in freeing us from the great pool of the earth. Wait, is it for real? Anti-gravity is his answer at this time period? He's a magician. Mahotsukai! He's a wizard. He's a wizard, my dudes. That means he's been single for 30 years. Yes. Confirmed. We can become a wizard of fairy at 30 years old. Yes. Chotomate, I need another tissue. I got the sniffles. Go, man. Just a moment. I think I was cursed by Sholmes. I suddenly started sneezing. Damn. You just turned 30, but you're not a wizard yet. You were tempted and now you've lost chances. Oh my.
Sadness, TPG. You lost your chance to be a wizard. So saddening. So sash. Well, better luck next lifetime. So they show. I wonder if I'll turn into one next year. Blah.
All the gravity in this room was reversed and then suddenly restored to normality.
Goodness.
The inverted furniture clearly reveals the truth about the part gravity played in this whole business. I quite understand your skepticism, Mr. Sato. I too was incredulous at first. However, my conviction and my analysis was cemented when I observed this. An anti-gravity device, almost identical to one that featured in a dream of mine only the other day, in fact.
Wait, is he seriously basing this on his dreams? That's... Sholmes, my boy. We need to talk, my boy. Sholmes. Nani kore?
But then why does it have a clock on it? A most relevant question indeed. That is a timing device that controls when the gravity direction will switch. There was clearly a requirement for the engineer to be able to restore normal gravity automatically. And the commotion we heard earlier from the other side of the door was the moment that restoration occurred. Yes, the reason why everything in here has been turned upside down is because of the anti-gravity device. So you see, we need look no further to explain the state in which we now find this room. The direction in which gravity acts in here was reversed by Mr. Drebber, before being restored to normality in an automatic fashion sometime later by the timer device. I have witnessed precisely the scene in a dream I once had when I fell out of bed.
Very convincing.
Conclusion, because gravity was reversed. Topic 2. Missing engineer. Now let us consider the next conundrum. What was our engineer friend's aim? Indubitably, the greatest clue we have to explain his actions is above our heads. Yes. How is it possible that there are footprints all the way up there on the ceiling? A question whose answer will lead us nearly to the truth, my dear madam. The reason there are footprints on the ceiling is because of the nearby skylight. Of course, Drebber's aim was singular, to escape. However, there is but one way into this room except the skylight like this.
Man,
It's like those old school horror movies where things just go upside down. By inverting the gravity in here, Drebber was able to fall, quote-unquote, conveniently to the ceiling and make his escape via the otherwise inaccessible skylight, leaving those footprints behind on the way. But the ceiling in here is very high, Mr. Sholmes. If the gravity reversal was sudden, wouldn't Mr. Drebber have fallen up to the ceiling rather violently? Falling up is both scientifically and philosophically a rather interesting concept, I feel. But the man was cornered with nowhere to run, so escape through the skylight was his only option. You may recall that I found this in the room earlier, which I believe offers a solution. Oh, the rope! To reach the intended destination, what better tool than this rope? By anchoring one end to the wall, the man was able to lower himself safely to the ceiling. Which explains how Dreba was able to escape this room before our arrival.
Oh, hello, Baldwin. Hi. Have you been winning? Hi.
Yeah, Zid was quite... He's very loyal, I would say. A very loyal one. Yes.
Hi. I hope you've been doing well, ne? Hi. Win.
He reversed the pull of gravity and fled via the skylight. And personally, I should very much like to reverse the pull of gravity again now, just for fun.
Conclusion. Escape via the skylight. Bam.
Me back the day, Demon Lord Sama!
Well, that was your past life. You were isekai'd by the demonic truck and you became Baldwin. Hi, isekai da.
Thus concludes Herlakshom's great deduction of this topsy-turvy puzzle.
Oh, yabe.
No, my IGN. Gregson is so amazed, so in shock, so in awe that he is frozen in time.
Oh my god. Are you okay, Greggy?
Gina's just with Toby. You don't me anymore.
Eh? Toshio? Nani? What do you mean I don't you anymore? Of course I do. Hedo pato. Hedo pato. Of course I remember.
I may have been absent for a while, but I remember. I'm not amnesiatic. Your keyboard sucks? Oh no. Be careful. It might suck your fingers and then eventually eat them. And then you'll be fingerless. And then the hand. And then the arm. And then your whole body is eaten by keyboardo. Very good times to be a mimic. Nana.
Yubi. Yubi. Keep your yubi.
Anzu forgot everything and everyone. Oh no. Am I Anzu? What if I'm not the real thing? What if I'm an imposter? Are you sure it is me? Or me is you and you is me? Oh, confusion. Skepticism. Wow. Oi! I'm pretty sure I was never a peach. Omoe!
I missed all of your streams. Arigato. I missed everybody.
I miss streaming. It's fun to hang out with you guys.
Makes me forget that I have work the next day.
Isn't that right, Kazuma-sama?
Yes.
She's completely spellbound. And yeah, don't worry. I'm just trying to catch up with this game so that it doesn't, be thrown into the void of forever not finished. I do plan to play something a little different next after finishing this. I'm gonna do my best to finish it. Yes.
Hi.
Mr. Sholmes, there's just one thing that troubles me. I would expect nothing less. You're destined to be troubled by just one thing for the rest of your life.
Sholmes, I feel attacked. Nani, sorry. I feel attacked. And besides, if you missed my streams, that's okay. As I always tell everybody, everybody has their lives or other things to do, and I'm pretty sure there are other livers that you guys like to watch as well. That's totally okay. I'm patient. Hi.
Dumbest I've ever do in my life. I watched Grave of the Fireflies yesterday. Really? Did you cry? Did you hurt your feelings? It's quite a sad movie, for those who don't know. The thing is such a thing actually possible? An anti-gravity device, I mean? Don't ask me.
Sorry, show. You should try watching Wolf's Children. Yes, very happy movie. It's about a family. You will like it. Yes. 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 There's also Boku no Pico. It is a story about the self-discovery of a young boy and romanticness, if that can be called romance, but yeah.
I would say that with man's current scientific knowledge at the turn of the 20th century, it's no more possible that instantaneous kinesis.
Anzu is playing a new game next, and that game will be the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Yeah, but imagine being stuck in a loop of playing the same game. Ugh. But your whole deduction hinges on it. Ah, but my dear fellow, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the true. However improbable it may seem. Ha! It's a marvelous line, wouldn't you agree? One of my more enduring pearls of wisdom.
It's Boku, B-O-K-U, Boku no Pico. It's an isekai about a young boy who was self-exploring himself and others, and attempted to pursue romantic relations in life. Yes, it's isekai and definitely family friendly.
It was this whole time. We've been stuck in a loop over and over. We've been stuck here for 24 years. Yeah.
Yamero? Nani nani, Zudi?
I had Iris come up with the exact phrasing. My original was clumsy.
There's another one. They call it Redo the Healer. Redo Healer. It's about a guy who can heal people. Yes. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Yes.
Haha. Yes, I have a feeling I've read it in something that Mr. Sato lent me once.
Susato-san's voice. Heal with vengeance? That can be as well.
Hi, maybe.
It's not a documentary unless you find watching the boy's life unravel before him as a documentary, then sure. That can be. He even gets friends along the way that aid him in the self-discovery. Yeah. Or if you like some high school romance, you can always watch School Days. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, there is one thing, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, the spell's broken at last. The rope you found was on the floor, wasn't it? Indeed it was, in lonely coils near the wall.
But if Mr. Drebber had used it to escape in the way you described, wouldn't it still be tied to the wall? Yes, it's a good documentary. Very good documentary. Very educational.
Yamero.
It even endorses ice cream.
Mysteries inevitably unravel in the end, as I think you'll find the ropes. And as evidence of such, you need only look at the mystery we faced in this room now skillfully unraveled. That argument is as circular as the coils of rope. I think perhaps we might need to give Mr. Schultz the usual little help. I'm sure with some minor corrections, the great detective's great deduction will lead us to the truth. Yes, you're right. Maybe use British accent to him.
What is British? What is Breton? I know the Britannica Encyclopedia. Do you?
Ay, man. The sniffles are attacking me. Ito. I had to blow my nose for a moment.
Ah, yabe.
I have been cursed by Boku no Pico. And we must do it quickly before Enoch Driver gets too far away. If you're ready, then let us resume. Elections, logic, and reasoning spectacular.
Tan tan.
Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. It's plain to see that this room is in complete disarray. The bed, the table, chairs, the lamp, everything is upside down. Almost as if every item in this room until recently had been happily positioned on the ceiling before falling straight down onto the floor. Okay, I'm not gonna read the whole thing again because oh my god, we should try to go through this stuff. Indeed, the key here was the gravity. Okay. This kind of setup though is kind of cool. Imagine if your gravity just lets you arrange your furniture however you like. You can sit in the air, you can sit upside down, you can use your toilet as a living room furniture. Or you could put the TV at the bathtub without it getting wet. You got away easily if it's just a sniffles for that.
Nani easily? Tuyuin na. What do you mind?
Okay, let's just see what happens here. Okay. Chotto. There's something I'd like to check. Ah, they are here. Okay. So he was talking about the gravity and then the inverted furniture. What else? You'd think gravity could have been reversed in this very room. I find the whole idea utterly enthralling. Well, if it was true. Only Mr. Shows could conceive of such an explanation. You got that right. But the man himself admitted it was a scientific impossibility, so... Yes, you're quite right. We must completely discount the idea at once. I'm watching even though I don't know the mechanics here, but I understand though, bro.
Iyo.
It's okay. No need to know everything. It's okay. Oh, that's unusually merciless of you, Mrs. Sato. Oh, dudes, I just discovered I can hold my mic on my chest. That's kind of cool. Nani kore? When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. The great detective himself said so, didn't he? While refusing to part with his dreams of anti-gravity devices, yeah. Yes, I suppose so. Well, let's see if examining this topsy-turvy scene a little more closely will reveal some proof that shows exactly what the gravity in this room was or wasn't doing.
Ah, shokka.
Well, the safe is not inverted. Actually, it's bolted to the floor. Ah, look, Miss Sato. When everything seems to be upside down in here, the safe is conspicuously in the right way. Yes, that's true. But look more closely at the safe's feet. Ah, that's a lot of very large bolts fixing it to the floor. I think before you speak, that's what you wanted to say, isn't it? I think before you speak, that's what you wanted to say, isn't it? I really put my foot in my mouth there. I certainly didn't say that. Ah, so ka. What is something that shows it doesn't do such a thing? All the furniture in here is very conspicuously upside down, certainly. Yes, it does immediately put you in mind of some strange quirk of gravity, I admit. Ah, could it be that a mini whirlwind passed through here, do you think? I'm not sure that's more plausible than Mr. Show's explanation. Oh dear, saying the first thing that comes into your head isn't the way forward there, it seems. I guess it would be the... Because this is a maximum left and right movement, so... Ah, this one! The upright vase!
Take that!
The upright vase clearly reveals the truth about the part gravity played in this whole business. Upon my word, Mr. Naruhodo, you've surpassed yourself by completely turning my argument on its head. Trying to impress your assistant here, perhaps? No one is trying to steal your spotlight here, Mr. Sholmes. Trust me. As you rightly say, though it appears at first glance that all the furniture in this room is upside down, this unassuming slender vase is standing keenly to attention. And unlike the large safe, there is nothing affixing it to the floor. And it's the exception that breaks the rule. In short, much as it pains me, the gravity in this room was never inverted at all. My, my deepest sympathies for your loss. Oh, poor Mr. Sholmes. You really wish that the gravity went upside down. Yabe. Okay, comment. I need to blow my nose again. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, Detective Sholmes is quite eccentric. He's funny and silly. But sometimes I do feel like they wrote him too silly at times. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of unnecessary, sometimes I get it. But I guess it's okay. But the show must go on, so let us continue with our deductions.
Deduction.
Oh, time for the bomb. Now that we know this contrivance is not in fact an anti-gravity device, there remains but one other possibility. You don't say. Someone deliberately turned over every piece of furniture in here. Which might sound obvious, but leaves one mystery very much unsolved. Namely, why would anyone choose to do that? Quite! And naturally there is an explanation. Yes, the reason why everything in here has turned upside down is the anti-gravity device. Okay, so this is the part we have to change. Yeah, when he does become serious, it works. And I guess because it's like very out of ordinary, if he becomes too serious, it becomes quite effective. Like a while ago in the museum when he just became quiet, even if Naruhodo didn't really, didn't really say about it yet, you as a player could notice it, right? Even I said it ahead, like, whoa, he's quiet, he's not saying anything, he's frozen. Is there something there, right? Or did he realize something? He's absolutely determined that this device must have something to do with it, isn't he? I'm afraid the lure of an exciting scientific explanation is too strong. Well, there's no doubt that somebody did this. Somebody turned all this furniture over. So whoever it was must have had a reason. I'm afraid nothing comes to mind at all, though. Well, let's look around and see if the answer presents itself. He's cooking when quiet. Yeah, literally, right? There's a fan theory people have about Sholmes playing up his goofy side to let Naruhodo grow his own investigation skills. Well, that can be. I can see it as a feasible theory because a part of me also feels like he makes the mistakes on purpose. Because some of the mistakes are quite obvious, so it could be that he is somewhat mentoring or training Naruhodo by, being goofy and making some mistakes and pretending he doesn't realize it. Like, I doubt that he did not realize that vase was upright. And even in the previous cases, there were some stuff that I feel like was too obvious that it's a bit unbelievable that he wouldn't notice it. Could be. I would totally ride with that theory. And it's also seen with how you see Sholmes always telling Naruhodo, what do you think? Oh, you see, but you don't understand or observe. And most of the time, he doesn't really give you the answers. He leads you to it, right? So it could be possible that he's been just acting like this the whole time, and it just makes things fun for him, perhaps, to see Naruhodo think about, oh no, what is this? What's that? What could it be? Something doesn't seem right. It seems really possible. Especially when things get really serious. He still doesn't really tell Naruhodo where to look, but he does kind of give you an idea or leads you there, right? But he makes you take the last few steps or the path. You find the path getting there, but he gives you the direction where you should be going. So in a way, he kind of also feels like a hint within the game. I think that's also what I feel with Sholmes' character, aside from the theme. Yeah. Okay. Reason why everything in here has been turned upside down is because of the anti-gravity device. Eto. Oh! Wait, for real? The combination to the safe is right here. Look, there's something written on the underside of this armchair. I'm gonna write this down, just in case we need it. Yabe. Where's a piece of paper when you need one? Tissue paper! So we have 4, 3, 2, 5, 8, 2. Alright. Okay. So does that mean we got to open the safe right away? Oh yes! Safe. Ito, 432582. Safe. As in, safe and secure? Oh, that's okay. Ito, Demon Lord. Demon Lord Baldwin Lord. Lol. Ito, I'll call you Win-Win from now on. Good night, ne? Have sweet dreams and careful of the isekai truck in the dreams. Yes, your soul will be transported if ever. Hi. But thank you for passing by, ne?
Hi, until next package delivery. Bye bye. Oyasumi.
As in secure lockable box, I think. Setsuko always in my mind. So this. Maybe there's metal music playing in the background. Setsuko, this is Ageretsuko. I hope you two will come to become friends. Admittedly, more likely. Well, there is a large safe bolted to the floor on the other side of the room. So yes. So you mean this number would let us open it? I wonder why it's written here though. This is such a not good thing to do, Minasan. Everyone, if you're going to keep your password, definitely not this way. I don't think that's a good idea. We've already established that gravity wasn't actually reversed in here, haven't we? In other words, this isn't an anti-gravity device at all. Which makes me very curious to know what sort of device it is. But I think... for now, it's clear that we're looking for an answer elsewhere.
Can I look at the safe? Oh, I cannot. Nani? どうしようかな?
Oh, coal burning. That's a coal burning heater, I think, isn't it? Yes, it is. But it's not just for heating, you know? You can grill on it, bake in it, boil, and steam things with it. It serves all sorts of purposes. Looks at the back of your hand. Eh? You put your passwords there? I had a classmate who used to do that. So it was always like a thing that his friend would always log into his accounts and just post some random stuff. Nothing ever harmful, but it's just funny, like when it's computer class, so all of the students have their own username password account. He has it like either on his hand or something, or his notebook. That seems like having your cake and eating it too. Not unlike a heated kotatsu table with a nabe hot pot, a mikan orange, and a cat, and an elderly relative. Oh, that's such a Japanese image there. Oh, you mean it seems too much? I suppose perhaps it does. But you realize only some of those things on your list are edible, don't you?
どうしようかな?
The reason why everything in here has been turned upside down. Yeah, maybe this is the reason. The person was looking for their password for the safe.
Take that!
Haha.
Yes, the reason why everything in here has been turned upside down is because of the safe combination. Precisely. I believe, Mr. Naruhodo, that you had a very similar experience once, did you not? Yes, last year. When I bought a lottery ticket and noted the ticket number down on the inside cover of a book just in case. That's it. For people forgetting souls at heart. Forgetful souls at heart, and always make a written note of important information. Just keeping the ticket itself safe would be more sensible, I think. And what pray happened next, Mr. Naruhodo? When the day of the draw came around, I'd forgotten which book I'd written the number in and had to turn my room upside down to find it. That's it! For people of forgetful souls that heart and always forget where they've noted things down. Not if you always note things in the same place. I actually won the second prize, you know. But I couldn't remember which magazine I slipped the ticket into, so thank you, Mr. Naruhodo, but I believe I've proved my point now. They don't just cut him off. Which is that a very similar scenario had clearly unfolded in this room. Finding himself requiring access to the safe, the occupant of this room needed the combination code. He remembered that he'd written it on the underside of a piece of furniture but forgot which one. leading to the state in which we now find the room. Yes, Mr. Drebber overturned all of the furniture in here in a desperate hurry to locate the combination code that would unlock this safe. Oh, big brand. Conclusion: to find the safe combination. Solved. Alright, my dudes, he's in the safe. He's in the safe. He's hiding in the safe. Now let us consider the next conundrum. Okay, let's just skip this part. Since it's going to repeat the same stuff. Yeah. But yeah, those footprints are weird. Why is it there? Oh, did he swing using the rope? And then he went down? Is that it? I don't know. Okay, so let's see what happens. But is he in the safe? Are you sure?
I don't know. Maybe? Maybe? Probably?
Well, if a change in the direction of gravity can't explain it, then how did those footprints get there? Yes, I feel as though that particular mystery has just become even harder to solve. I can't think of any other way to explain it at all. Life was so much simpler in those halcyon days when gravity could be reversed. It was minutes ago and those halcyon days never existed in the first place. Well, I suppose we must simply put our faith in Mr. Sholmes and observe the area in more detail. Putting our faith in Sholmes is what gets us into this kinds of situation in the first place. Yabe. Whoa! Wait, what? Hey? You can... What? Huh? And this is a gas balloon, isn't it? It's tiny, but it does seem to be a real balloon. Yes, I think you're right. I think it's helium that's keeping it up. Ah! Was the rope holding the balloon and he rode on it or something? Oh gods. A green gas balloon. Why does that seem to ring a bell with me? If you can see, there are footprints on this balloon too. Look. Oh yes. Surely that's a clue, isn't it? Though what it tells us, I'm not sure. This Drebber dude is weird. It's hard to believe, but there's a shoe up there, look! Oh yes, and there are more footprints on this little balloon too. Perhaps the shoe was thrown up there and became lodged, do you think? If so, then judging from the number of footprints, it must have been thrown up several times. Ah! So that's why there's a footprint in the ceiling. Why would anyone be throwing shoes up the ceiling though? Oh dear. That's beyond me, I'm afraid. They found each other. But yeah, I guess it's the shoe. He has been throwing it many times. Probably hit the balloon and the wall, so I'll present that. Alright. Oh no, I have to blow my nose to the tea. Alright, have returned. Huh. The reason there are footprints on the ceiling is because of the nearby shoe. Oh, it doesn't move. No need to. There we go. And on closer inspection... Oh, it's Sholmes. And on closer inspection, there are clearly footprints all over the balloon as well. In other words, the aim was never the skylight at all, but the balloon. But for what purpose? A green balloon. That seems somewhat familiar data. Ah! It was a piece of green... Oh, sorry, Susato. It was a piece of a green balloon's envelope that Mr. Naruhodo and Iris found at the scene. And inside the green balloon, that Master Guts claimed he saw above the stage when the incident occurred, was the second birdcage, the crux of the whole instantaneous kinesis deception.
You mean to say...
If we assume the balloon in here is a model of the one used on that day, there is a strong possibility something may be concealed inside it. Something our absconder was desperate to retrieve before making a hasty getaway.
Oh, hello, Xiong Mao. Mao Mao. What's up, what's up? 元気だよね? Hi, 久しぶり. Long time no see.
How are you? Have you been well?
I'm starting to lose the ability to talk. My brain is mixing English, Japanese, and other languages. And yeah, I'm finally back to streaming since my work schedule has gone down a bit. So, I'm honki-dori. I have returned.
I am back, Terminator.
Hi.
Okay, where were we? Oh my god, I'm too distracted. But the balloon's out of reach. Hence why he resorted to a projectile, namely the shoe. Most probably, Drebber intended to tear a hole in the envelope by assailing it with the shoe.
The shoe.
That sounds like a horror movie title. The shoe. When you get kicked or hit or thrown with that shoe, you die. Just like an Asian kid who's being chased by their mom. Hi. However, his efforts were thwarted when the shoe itself became a prisoner of those lofty heights.
Oh dear, we desperately need to examine that balloon.
If only there were some way we could see inside. You may recall that I found this in the room earlier, which I believe offers a solution.
Oh, the rope!
To reach the intended destination, what better tool than this rope? Mr. Sholmes has managed to bring the deduction back to the rope. Alright, I have to admit, that was clever. So we just throw the rope up to the balloon and then pull it down to us on the ground?
Which is much easier said than done, I feel.
I love your accent and voice.
Honto? Really?
Wish all my life was narrated by it.
Wow, arigato.
Well, I try my best. Most of the times I'm just kind of playing around with it.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if Susato was an Onesan. Now that would be a whole different kind of voicing, ne?
And could take us a very long time as well.
Oh my god.
True. Perhaps we need a more surefire method. In fact, we already have one, of course, don't we?
Oh, do we? Crossbow.
Do we have arrows? It's not in the inventory, but it was in the previous room.
Presento!
Take that!
Crossbow.
Oh no, Susato cannot have a voice. This is getting interesting. Well, when she gets older, who knows? Maybe she'll be, she's still but a wee baby. Yeah, she's still young at this stage. So maybe when she gets older.
Da.
To reach the intended destination, what better tool than this crossbow? That was found at the scene, in fact. And in all likelihood belongs to Mr. Drebber. If the man had only brought it away with him that day, he could have avoided losing Shu at such a critical time as this.
Oh, that's true. Poor Shu. Now its partner is alone.
Poor Shu. So, shall we? Your curiosity is deeply stirred, no doubt, my dear fellows. What is it that Enoch Dreba has hidden inside that balloon?
Kapow! Eh?
Oh!
It's the head of the wax statue thing. Right?
Yeah, I would be interested to see how Susato and Naruhodo looks like when they get older. I'm kind of curious, yeah, honestly. Wait, didn't the headband guy die? Apparently, he's alive with amnesia, my dear friend. My dear late papa. Yes, he's alive but with amnesia. And somehow is being taken care of by Van Zeeks, the prosecutor. Ito, with the leg thingy. What the? A waxwork? I think this is a reference to the man with the iron mask, right? I think so. Maybe. It's off now. So the headband is off now. Yeah, wait, was it off? Actually, I'm not sure. I can't remember if he still wears the headband. He lives forever. Indeed it is. A waxwork head inside a metal mask. A mask that is shut tight and fastened with a strong and quite impenetrable lock. So we can't see the face inside, that means. Just a moment. This is the head of a waxwork model? Does that mean... Oh goodness! I see you've joined the dots, Mr. Sato. Excellent. Is the headband guy with this one with the katana the same guy? Oh, no, they're two different people. They're two different people. So, we're playing as Ryunosuke, who is the friend of the headband guy named Kazuma. They have the same hair color, but I guess they do look alike a bit. A bit, yeah. Okay. Ah, of course! A headless... Oh, I don't know how to speak. A headless waxwork model. You just remembered the sword. Ah, so when they thought that Kazuma, the headband guy, died, they took the sword and gave it to Ryunosuke as a memento of his best friend. So that's why we have the sword. And then the bandana is technically tied on the sword, the red cloth. That was the headband of Kazuma. Yeah. Two eyes, one nose, spice. So they show. Yeah, quite similar. The case of the this is Ryunosuke. The case of the abducted Madame Two-Spell model that you'd largely solved. It was only the head of the killer that was still missing. Indeed it was. But I believe Madame Two-Spells will now have to settle her sizable account with me. This, as you have now surmised, is the head of the infamous professor. Yes. But why is it here? This conclusively confirms my suspicions. The man responsible for stealing the professor from Madame Two-Spells and returning it... Oh no, I don't know how to French fry. Sans tete. ST. Earlier today was none other than Enoch Dreba. This is incredible. Professor Hairbrain's case and the waxwork abduction are... They're inextricably linked by Enoch Dreber's workshop. Wait, I wanna open the safe. Let's open the safe. Well, it appears our logical pleasure cruise has come to an end, my dear fellows. All that remains is, yes, to speak with the architect of this adventure. The architect? You mean Mr. Draper? As it seems quite impossible that he escaped via one of the skylights, obviously the man must still be here in the room. What? And his location should be abundantly clear. If you simply reflect on the journey we've made together during this deduction. Enoch Draper's right here, somewhere in this room. So, Mr. Naruhodo, will you do the honors? Yes, of course. Mr. Draper's hiding place must be the...
I don't know. It could be here.
Look at all that mess in front of the safe.
Yes,
Plans and accounting ledgers? Almost as if someone was in a hurry to empty the contents of the safe, in fact.
alright, it is the safe.
Let's go! Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, because Naruhodo means I understand in Japanese, so it's a pun. His name is a pun. Like, it's his actual name. Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Before we gained access to this back room, we heard noises from in here. Which tells us that the engineer was still in the building at the point in time. He was in fact searching for the combination of this safe. And pressed for time made no attempt to right the furniture that he overturned in the process. From which we can deduce that his search for the combination happened very recently indeed. Phoenix Wright's name is also Naruhodo in Japanese, as far as I know. Ah, yeah, that's correct. Ito... Ryuichi. Yeah, it's Ryuichi. I think so. They both start with Ryu at the beginning. So they're both named Naruhodo at the end. So it's a clever pun in my opinion. I think 90% or 95% of character names in the Ace Attorney games are all puns. And they kind of give you an idea or a clue about how the character's personality or theme is. Yeah, it's really good though. I gotta hand it to the localizers, like the translators. They're able to keep the puns more or less. Like, of course, there'll be some differences, but they're more or less able to keep it. It is so amazing. When my brother and I discovered the original trilogy several years ago, that's also why I don't stream it, because I've played the original trilogy kind of like twice. I could play the Apollo Justice one because I never got to buy the DLC or the extra story or cases, so I only remember parts of the original one. So yeah. And then I do still plan to really stream the Investigations, the game wherein Miles Edgeworth is the main character, because oh my god, I played it before and I just remember it was really good, but it was several years ago, so I also don't really remember about it much. So I'm so excited when I heard that they were releasing it in English fully, like so happy. So in a way, it's the one is understand mean correct, right, and right is right. Yeah, exactly. So Naruhodo is like, oh, I understand. Sometimes it can also be an expression to say you understand that that's the correct thing. And I guess the Mr. Right is like, you know, a pun that the fact he always is correct in his cases or so. Yeah. Same. I love the whole series. Like, honestly, I infected so many friends with Ace Attorney because of how great it is. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I mean, there are some flaws here and there, but they're not that major in my opinion. It's just really fun. And it's so absurd, but it takes itself seriously enough as well that you just get into it. And the stories are really, really good. Like, I I don't want to spoil it for others, so I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, the stories are always so golden. It's really, really good. And it's also just funny, they kind of went with turning into America, but in fact it happens in Japan. So some of the scenarios and stuff is a little funny. They had a term for it, like Japan Californiation, something like that. Oh, I know of Ghost Trick, and this is a funny story. Ghost Trick is from the same creators, and I played this when it was released in an iPod. Yeah. Sorry, iPod Touch. The funny thing is, back then, I think Apple doesn't do this anymore. There would be games that would be free for a few days. And when you get those games on those days, it's yours forever. It's like as if you got the full game for free. Now, back then, because it was the first time I had an Apple product, I was surfing around the App Store and I saw Ghost Trick and it was free. So I got the game for free because of that. So when they suddenly ported the Ghost Trick game to PC, and I think also in the Switch or so, or other platforms, and I can't remember, I ended up buying an iPhone after my previous phone, which was a Samsung, broke because, well, at the time I was looking for a phone. There was a deal for iPhones, so it was cheaper for me at that time. And out of curiosity, I looked at like my Apple account, if it still saves like the stuff I had, and it was there. So I could play it again over and over. It's so funny. Yeah, it's a good game also for those who haven't played it. It's worth trying. It's worth playing. It's good. I didn't complete it though. I remember I did not complete it yet, so I don't know. Maybe I'll play it sometime. If it goes on a low price in Steam, maybe I'll also buy it and then we can have it streamed as well. It's good. There's also the game after Ace Attorney, right? The protag with Red, Apollo. Yeah, Apollo Justice. So it's set after the original trilogy. And then basically Phoenix lost his license, quote-unquote license, or right to practice because of an incident. So now you're playing as Apollo, who's like trying to be an attorney. Yeah, all of them are basically part of the whole franchise, and they just happen in different timelines. Okay, where were we? In summary, Mr. Enoch Dreba is at this very moment inside the safe.
Ta-dam!
Thus concludes Herlexium's great deduction of this topsy-turvy puzzle.
Ta-bam! Inside the safe.
Solved. Deduction complete. Elementary. We're gonna open the safe. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I think perhaps it's time we ended this game of hide and seek, don't you? By opening the safe, you mean? What else? It's really cool how the protag's name is the first part of the game's name, even though the series is Ace Attorney. Yeah. And well, technically, Ryunosuke Naruhodo is the ancestor of Phoenix Wright, or Ryuichi Naruhodo. So, they're somewhat related. This is like set several years ago. Yeah. That's what they tried to do. So, a lot of like the policies and things happening are like in olden times. Yeah. Let's see. The combination was 1432582. I knew that. All right then. Here it goes. What year in game in this one? I'm actually not sure. I'm not able to pinpoint. Oh my god!
You found me.
I'm not exactly sure what is the exact time period because I kind of forgot the beginning part. I think they mentioned something about it. But since this is a time that they're sending scholars abroad, maybe Meiji period-ish. I could be wrong. I'm kind of rusty on my history. So it's like the time where they're starting to learn about other countries, and basically it's the era where Japan sent a lot of students and scholars and nobles to different countries, primarily in Europe and yeah, primarily I think it was Europe, to learn, and then they would bring back to Japan what they learned and teach it to the people, or they ended up creating their own inventions based on what they learned, which is kind of cool. I think that's a good thing to do when you're like learning new things. I mean, it did benefit them in the long run. Though I think nowadays, one of Japan's problem is, though it does have a nice combination of old and new, the old is becoming a hindrance for the new, for the present times. So hopefully they get to advance a bit more and embrace the convenience and fast, happenings in the world. Yeah, look at that. He's practicing for JoJo. Whoa! He's the armadillo looking enemy in Star Wars. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, he's dancing. Boo, psh, doo, doo. Oh, he stopped. Oh god. Jesus. Jesus, apricot.
Why did sir, Mr. Enoch Greba pursue?
What kind of voice am I supposed to give him? Am I supposed to make him a robot? Or just a dreadful person? I'm so perplexed.
Domo rigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo rigato, Mr. Roboto. That's what played in my head as he danced.
Oh my god, we should have a clip of him doing the dance, and then we'll just voice over the Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Oh my god.
Correct.
You'd better start talking. You tricked Professor Hairbrain with that bogus machine you built. And you shall have to explain the theft of the waxwork from Madame Two Spells as well. Most people gave him a Weasley voice. Oh, I see. Well, I could imagine why. That guy definitely had some moves on the disco. Ah, he probably was the king of disco. Modern disco. No.
Whilst I would be delighted to answer your many questions. Personally, I would advise that you deactivate my little parcel first.
Deactivate? Your parcel?
I refer, of course, to the time bomb. I left it in the most prominent position.
I don't know how to do this guy's voice. I'm so sorry. He's gonna change over time. I can feel it.
Stone silence.
Oh, that doesn't fit.
You're all gearing up to die with me then?
No! Mr. Sholmes, with only 7 seconds to spare. Oh, sorry, I pressed the... That was too close for comfort. I've got one foot in the grave already.
Are you trying to help us get a kill or get us killed?
Mr. Sholmes, seductions can be completely life-altering, can't they? I'm pretty sure breakdancing hasn't been invented at this time. My bro, he is ahead of time. He is inventor. Yes. Aside from whatever science and engineering he probably studied dance. My dude is revolutionary. He is uncredited with the robot. Yes. Well, my dear fellows, that was a close shave. The resemblance to an anti-gravity device is really quite startling, I must say. Anti-gravity devices don't exist! She's pissed. Phew, I wouldn't push it, Mr. Sholmes. 9. Dance Dance Revolution. Oh no, I can hear it in my head. Whenever you boot up the game, right? At the title, it goes like, Dance Dance Revolution. And I remember, because I was a kid when that game came out, we had the dance pad. And then, I remember the song that I usually just play was the Butterfly. I'm your little butterfly. Green rocket. It was one of the easiest. That's all I could do. I cannot dance for my life. Just because it wasn't invented doesn't mean no one could have moved like that. Little did you know, people break dance to work every day. Preach. Preach, my boy. Preach. Preach. Alright. So it's already 2.5 hours, I think, that we've been live. I think this would be a nice part to cut it off so that we can concentrate on Mr. Drebber Enoch here, Mr. Roboto. We'll call him Mr. Roboto. At the same time, well, I've mentioned it before, I try not to reach 3 hours or to go beyond 3 hours. To help save my voice since we had some problems with it before. So yeah, we can continue with Mr. Roboto next meeting. Yeah, next package delivery. Is that breakdance or back aching? Well, if it's aching, you probably broke something. Alright, so yeah. So on Monday, I'm skipping this Sunday because I have to keep that open. So on Monday, during the afternoon, I'll be continuing 11 a.m. GMT plus 8 gomen. I'll be continuing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Hi. And then on Saturday, I'll be continuing Pikuniku, that cute little cozy game that we were playing in Twitch last time. Yeah, hopefully I could finish it. Because I heard it's a short game, and well, I already have an idea what game to play next in Twitch, so I'm kind of excited for it. Yeah. I've gotten addicted also to 7 Days to Die, so maybe in the future, we'll see if I could stream it. I'm trying to test if people can join my game and not crash my game, because I tried it with one friend before. He joined my game and then it crashed. But I can join other people's games with no problem, so we'll just see. I also got Brother into it, so maybe Brother can guest time to time. I'll just let the zombies get him while I go loot the place. Alright, so thank you very much for passing by or staying in my stream today. I really appreciate it. I missed everybody. Hi. Anzu ne? So let's say our outro together as always, yeah? Alright. And as always, I'll see you in the next package delivery. Bye-bye. Kapow, kapow, kapow. I love you guys too. And thank you also for always hanging out with me. It's always fun with you guys. Yeah.
Press the like and subscribe button if you want to support me.
But that's up to you. I mean, I don't really require it, but I appreciate it. Alright. Bye-bye. Hi. Thank you also, ne? I appreciate you. And you. And you! All of you! OBJECTION!
はい。
I forgot how to end stream in YouTube! ちょっとなんだこれ is it this button?